Hello, 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 everybody. And we did it again. We're on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, but we're not on Instagram yet.
No?
But we're going to pretend like we are. So we're just going to stall for a moment. I am so excited. It's January 10th.
Yeah.
You know, Laura and I do this on Mondays, but come on in, guys. Say hello. If you don't know who Laura is, say it. Don't be shy. Just so I don't know who Laura is. Just put it in the comments. Just say, Laura, who are you? Laura, Laura Lou, who are you? See on here now. See, it rhymes.
It
Just
does.
Brianna, hello. Mary, hello.
Hello. Happy Saturday.
Maria, hello. Joy, hello. Eva, hello. Michelle, good to see you. Chris from Iowa, thank you for being here. Thanks, guys, for being here. And Laura, why don't you introduce yourself while I go fix Instagram?
Okay. Thank you.
Should I pray that I don't end the stream by mistake? Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm Laura Wooster. I'm an intuitive medium. I'm in New England, and Elias is on the West Coast. But like he said, we actually do something like this every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern time, where we get together and talk and chat and pull cards and have fun. We have a good conversation. So welcome to tonight. I think tonight, though, we're talking about connecting to spirit, or communicating with the spirit world. So if you have any questions at all about that, if you have any questions about what maybe some insight about how to connect to your loved ones on the other side, maybe how a medium connects to the other side, whatever you have questions about, absolutely pop those in the comments and we will chat about that. So how are we doing on Instagram?
Now we're on Instagram.
Woo-hoo, hi, Instagram.
Instagram. Just hi there. Hi. Thank you for being here, everyone. And if you have any questions about what does a medium do, this is how many of you picture, because we're talking about vision. That's the theme of January. How do you envision your loved ones? Do you actually ask them to come in a dream? And do you think about them? Do you put it out there like, this is the signs that I want to see? So, and look, Dolores here. What?
Hey, Delora. I can always count on her to chime in with that.
Your and I'm so glad, Tara Gunter, you have a big booty. Good for you.
Good. So happy for you.
I love that for you. That's how the gay people say, bless your heart. I love that for you. So who's on your side, Laura, if you want to just...
Oh, really? Okay.
And we'll get here in a second, everybody. I promise we'll get here. So thank you, everybody, for being here, and thank you for the patience. I don't know why this is not showing up on, let's see. Let me just double check Instagram. I'm on Instagram. I can see it. Oh, wait, hang on.
Yeah.
Might help if you hit the go live piece. That really helps when you put the go live on there.
That does help.
I could see our faces, but it didn't show that we were live. So
we can take down Tara's.
Oh, we can take the big booty down. Okay.
Now I can take her out.
Thanks, Tara. Thanks so much. The best
I take it as a compliment.
And then also another one.
Okay, I'll take care of that.
Okay. So, guys, how many of you, okay, so Eva has a really good question. Does it matter how recently one has passed to connect with them? I have an answer, but I'd love to hear, Laura, what you think.
No, it doesn't matter. And as time goes on, the more I realize it's more to do with you than it does with them. I used to believe that most of the time, like, they needed time to get acclimated to the other side, But I think it's more us getting addicted to not being for them not being here in the physical. So I think it's more that's what needs to happen. That's how they have to get acclimated is through us first. So no, I don't think it really matters. I mean, I've known people who has come through in 48 hours, 24 hours immediately.
Right.
So yeah, I don't think it matters anymore.
And it was funny because back in the beginning, I remember being told that, we had to wait a certain amount of months before we, like you said, a
Mhm.
month before we talked to them. And I actually heard in a reading, I heard that they were in soul school. And soul school was around, what did they say? 40 days, kind of like the whole Jesus thing, 40 days waiting. And
Mhm.
that was fascinating to me. So, and then someone came through once, and the woman didn't tell me that her loved one was gone just 3 days ago.
Wow.
And he came in like I thought he was. I'm like, and how long has he been gone? And I'm thinking she's gonna say 30 years, 3 days.
3 days. Wow. Mhm.
So I really believe that something's happening up there, that they're coming through for a reason.
Oh
Easy.
yeah.
I think
I
so.
agree. I agree.
Sharon, thanks for being here. Irina says usually I ask them to come in my dreams.
That's
Thank you.
good.
Uh,
Mhm.
Beth, hello. Good to see you. Susan, hello. Do you connect with them directly, or do you ask your loved ones to translate between you? That's a good one.
That's a good question. I personally don't ask loved ones to translate. I just go directly to the source of who's communicating, just
Mhm.
like as if you're picking up a phone, but it's just telepathic more than that. But yeah, so I don't. There used to be a belief, even just 15, 20 years ago, when I was first kind of learning, um, connecting to the other side and how this all works. There used to be this belief that you'd have to have your guides translating from the spirit world to you. I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm working with a guide when I'm working. Some people believe that they are, but that's not as much of a. I haven't heard that as much recently in recent years. 20 years ago, I did hear that quite a bit. Like you got to talk to your guides in order to communicate with them. Like I don't think there's a middleman here. So.
Yeah, and I mean, I like you, I go to the source, but sometimes, like,
Mhm,
if I'm finding a little bit, I'm like, "Mom, Dad, a little help here." If
mhm.
I, like, need something, like, I'm not getting a signal properly, or I'm just saying it in my head, I'm like, "What can you show me? What can you tell me?" And if I'm not hearing it properly, Mom and Dad just kinda give a little
Oh
show me
yeah.
something from my life that I can understand a little bit. Uh
Mhm.
Everyone on Instagram, we're having a little bit of difficulties. So if I don't see your comments, please know that I will be, if it looks like I'm doing this a lot, I'm bouncing back between screens because I can't get it on my cell phone. I don't know why this happened once before.
Oh, that's a bummer. And I just wanted to clarify a little bit too, because there's been times I've connected with someone on the other side. Like say for example, someone comes to see me and they want to connect with their grandmother. And their grandma comes in and then she brings through somebody else that's in the family whom, for example, may have cross themselves over or something like that. Sometimes people need a little help to come through. And occasionally I will have somebody else, like your loved one, will bring someone through for you, like the person I'm reading for. Because there's I think that when, especially in situations like that, where someone may have passed in that manner, that people here want that reassurance that they're not alone, that they have someone, a loved one there taking care of them. So they sometimes they will talk about who's with them rather than actually bringing them through directly. So yeah.
True, very true. Hi, Diane. Thanks for being here.
Mhm.
And don't you find, Laura, that when it's a child, there's always like the older one helping?
Mhm.
So that's I remember that from when we took when I took the class with John and you were assisting, and it was fascinating, just
Yeah.
fascinating. It's interesting to me how many people are natural at this, but all they need is they need the grounding, the basic rules, the basic tools, so they can hold the energy longer, so they can interpret better. And that's why I think, you said it so well the other day. I'm sounding like my mother now. Several months ago, when you said that, your hope is that people don't really need us, that
Yeah.
they're going to get the information themselves. And that's why your classes are so important. You have one coming up, don't you?
Yeah, I've got a few classes coming up. Some of them aren't up yet, but there are classes coming, and you can just go to my website. But I don't have a communication class coming that's not on the calendar yet, but it's coming. It's just not on the calendar yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
guys, go to, it's right there. Right there. Laura's website's right there.
Yeah.
Um, Dolores says there are many times I can sense my father is visiting, but I'm resistant to trust his messages. Interesting.
That's a very interesting. Yeah.
Did you trust him when he was here? Like, did you? And I'm not saying trying to be silly or funny about that, because sometimes if you're like, I don't know if my dad's kidding or not kidding, that's what I mean by trust. Is
Yeah.
it something that like that you might be wondering? Tina says, my loved ones leave signs to let me know they are there. It's very reassuring. I love that. Hi, Diana Ray. Good to
Hi,
see you.
Diane.
Hi,
Hi.
Diana. Look at me going,
Good to
Diana.
see
I'm
you.
looking at Diana. Diana. How are you, Diane? Good to see you. Guys, Diane Ray, if you don't know who she is, she's one of the co-founders of mindbodyspirit.fm. And both Laura and I are on that podcast network. Come visit, come share, and come take a look at all the amazing people that are on.
Yeah.
Dolores says, oh heavens, no.
That's
Okay.
funny.
I always wish my late parents gave me more signs. So, man, what kind of signs are you hoping for? Irina says, how to handle those who come to you, but you don't know them, why they even come to you in the first place.
Oh, interesting. So, okay, so she must be highly intuitive if she's sensing this. Well, think of it this way. It's the best way I can describe it. And maybe you have a different way of looking at this, Elias. But let's just say you're going for a walk, right? And you have really good hearing. And you're walking through the neighborhood and you're hearing kids playing in backyards and everything, and you hear, you know, neighbors talking across the fence and everything. You can hear them. You might even see them. Does that mean that you're supposed to be part of that experience, like what they're taking part of? Like, you have to take ownership of experiencing what you're seeing. That's kind of what I kind of see that as, if just like, oh, okay, I hear it, and just move along,
Right.
and I wouldn't take ownership of it or feeling you have to do something. So
That's like if you're going to someone's house, do you open up the medicine cabinet or do you not open up the medicine cabinet? So, Irina, if you want to be like, peekaboo. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But think
yeah.
about it. You're right, Laura. It's like
Mhm.
you acknowledge and you move on.
Yeah.
And here's an interesting piece. What happens if you kept on getting the same people over and over and over again?
Hmm.
As a suggestion, you could say, thank you for letting me see you. Perhaps you might want to go into your loved one's dreams.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. That's a great suggestion. And also, you can also say to them, I don't know who you are, but if we're meant to connect with your loved ones, you make this happen. You make this happen where we make this connection where it's appropriate to share this information with them. Because you just don't want to like go searching for somebody, call them up, knock on their door, say, hey, look, I've got a message for you. I mean, how intrusive.
Unless you're like, knock, knock, knock. Hey, grandpa says you and I will be really good together. What do you think? I got the wedding date all set. Look, don't you. We can call it mediumship matrimony. Mediumship matching. Oh, that's great. That would be great, Laura. We could do
Instead of 90-day fiance.
90-day fiance, 90-day medium matching. We will talk to your loved ones and they'll pick out a loved one for you. Oh God, I could run that for a long time.
Yeah.
Yay, Instagram is working. Thank you, everybody. Lana, hello. Thank you for being
Lana.
here. Is there a connection between time on Earth and soul maturation?
Oh,
Ooh,
we don't know. if we, and if we share anything, it's only our own interpretation of that.
yeah,
Is there a connection? Okay, so you mean the time that I'm interpreting this as, and I don't know what you are interpreting this as, Elias, is that you're asking is that the time that we spend on Earth, does that kind of count towards our soul's growth? You know,
that's how
I
it
I think that's exactly why we're even here, is for our soul's growth. That's how I see it. How about you, Elias?
right. No, I think our soul's growth, and sometimes, not always, everybody, not always, but sometimes we're put back to help someone else's growth.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
like being a guide on Earth, and you're kind of up there going, "Do I really got to go back? Where you're gonna help so and so? All right, fine, fine, right?
Yeah. Well, not to get too deep here, but I'm
So it's
not
like
coming
I'm not doing it.
back. How many people have been thinking that recently? Like, I'm not coming back.
Not coming back.
Um, um, where was I going with that? Um, what was I saying just before that, before the comment?
You were talking about here about this one.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Mhm.
saying that it is possible that we are here
Yeah.
to
Right.
further ourselves
To
along.
further, and yeah, and I was just having a conversation with somebody today, and we got really deep with this stuff. And she's kind of she was in the midst of some challenging things that she's been going through, and she goes, I know, through everything that I've been going through recently, all this challenge that she's been going through, she goes, I know we're all connected. I know, like, we are all one and the same. Like, what we do to one, we do to all, that kind of thing. And so you kind of think of it that way. I mean, it's not just a line here. This, like, we really are truly connected. What we do to one, we do to all, right?
Right.
So that's kind of, I think, why we're here, is to learn that through the illusion of being separate. And yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna pronounce your name wrong. I'm so sorry. Asiramar. So the longer we are here, the faster we'll go.
I don't think that's the case. Um, I don't feel like that's the case, because we're all having different experiences. I don't think it's about time. What do you think, Elias?
I think so too. I don't think it's about time. It's
Mhm.
about the lesson that you learned. And
Mhm.
someone once told me that we're on levels. So
Yeah.
let's say there are 14 steps, and
Mhm.
within each of these steps, there are different tiers. So it's like you've graduated, just like a graduation, you've graduated, and sometimes, oh, it's Marissa. Hi, Marissa. Sorry, Marissa, I gotcha. So sometimes it is like you've said here, and then maybe you skip a level because you really understood it, or you got the aha sooner, or
Mhm.
you got a 2-for-1 special. Maybe it's
Yeah.
that kind of a thing. So I hope that helps, Marissa.
Yeah.
Marissa says, how do we know we've been here before? Marissa, you have. I'm just gonna tell you, yeah, you're now brand spanking new. And I love what Dolores Eva says, oh, helping others. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll get to yours in a second. Is that why I need patience? Because I'm delivering messages for others. You must be delivering a lot of messages. A lot of messages. How are you, Sue? Thanks for being here. I love the picture. Cute. Um, what if you feel them around, but they don't say anything? How do you get them to talk?
How do you define talk?
Right. And
Right? Yeah.
Sue, are you asking for your mom or for your dad? Your mom talking or your dad talking?
So
All
here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing. It's like, okay, so we have to let go of how we talked with them in life and why they're here physically. There's a whole new language you have to learn. And sometimes it can vary from one person to another, meaning, like, you might have two people on the other side you want to talk to, but they may communicate very differently.
Mhm.
Okay. So kind of let go of what you expect that communication to be like, and just say, okay, show me signs that you're communicating with me. Show me signs that you're around. And if you experience something that you think may be a sign, to just say, Dad, if that was you, I saw that. Can you do more like that?
Mhm.
And even if you're not 100% sure, you have to sort of create this new way of communicating. And it's not going to be just like Elias and I talking here. Sometimes it is. In rare circumstances, you actually can have that, but that's much more rare than it is to have other ways of them communicating. But you might feel their presence, which in a way is communicating. You might feel their soul signature, which you were aware of when they were here in the physical. And then that's how you recognize them. Even though you can't see them, you can feel their soul signature. You recognize the frequency of their energy. So you know they're around. So this might be their way of communicating. It's like, oh, I'm right here. Can you feel me? you know? So
And think about this too, everyone. I'll get messages differently than Laura will. Sometimes
mhm,
they're the same, sometimes they're different. And your people are going to interact differently to say, oh, well, Elias, you always see this. How come I don't see this? Well, I have a different relationship with my parents than you would. So don't,
mhm,
this isn't like, how come your rock's prettier than mine? It's don't compare. Don't compare.
exactly. Yeah.
Hello, Jen, and hello, Amanda. Thank you for being here. Michelle says, put a fork in me, I'm done. Okay. Does nature give us signs like seeing a butterfly or cardinal?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, spirit has a way of moving or influencing wildlife to catch our attention. Yeah.
yeah. Uh, Kathy and then Diane. Interesting. I've suggested to my young daughter when she hears the exterior chatter to always say a prayer and to say she believes in God and white light only, so
Mhm.
as to stay grounded and ward off any bad vibes or energies.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
think about it. I think John Holland said this. He's always said, or it might have been, I think it might have been Janet No Havoc. When you operate from the light, you receive the light.
Mhm.
Just think about it that way, guys.
Yeah.
Diane says, my friend's father just passed. Sorry to hear that. And she
Mm.
was asking me if she should consult a medium. Should she wait a little while? He died last week.
Hmm. I know what I want to say, but Elias, what do you want to say about this?
Where is she at? Where is she? What is she feeling? Is
Mhm.
she completely lost? And I'm going to say this because I know this for me and I'll speak for me. Um, I do this work, as you all know, and I didn't hear my mom clearly for a year because I was feeling guilty that I didn't tell them that I was gay. And I was also um, angry that she passed when she passed. I wanted her to be here longer. So I was holding guilt and anger. I couldn't hear the messages. So
Yeah.
again, it's where she's at. What do you think, Laura?
I agree completely. It's where she's at. Where is she in the grief process? If someone's been on a long process of moving into spirit, maybe it was a long illness or something, or something where they were already grieving them before they physically left the earth. She might be ready sooner than later, but really is where is she in her grief process? You know, it a mediumship reading isn't a way to avoid grief. It's not meant to be a way to avoid grief. It's meant to be a part of the grief process, or helping people heal through the grief process. So it can't be something to avoid the pain. It's not what it's for. It Most people kind of have a sense of when it's time to call a medium. If that's the first thing that they want to do, probably not the best idea. That's just generally what I would suggest. What do you think, Elias?
I think so too. It's their, like you said, it's their state of mind, but not only state of mind, but state of heart. Where
Yeah.
where is that at? Because
Mhm.
and what are you hoping to hear? Because if you're like, I'm going in and the medium's going to tell me the secret password, and that's what they promised when they were on their deathbed, that the medium was going to say
Yeah.
Kukamunga. And if they don't say Kukamunga, they don't have it. And I have to tell you, I have been guilty. I'm not going to
Mhm.
say it on here, obviously, but I have a nickname.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, the medium will go ahead and know it by, my parents will call me the nickname.
Mhm. We're all guilty of, like, wanting
Right?
that
Because I wanna make certain that it is. And I have to tell you guys, Laura did get my mom. She did get my mom, when I had a session with her, and also, it was funny, I've told the story before, but, when I was on in John Holland's class and he's saying hello to everybody, and it was the week of my mom's birthday, the day after was the day that my dad passed. It was my saint's day and my mom's saint's day that week, and I'm like,
wow.
I'm assuring this is a good time. I'm
It's
like,
gonna happen.
"What? No whammies." All right. And John's like, hi, Les. I'm like, hi, John Holland. And then I'm waiting. I'm like, come on, John. Come on, John. And then nothing happened. And he called on somebody else. I'm like, well, shiitake. That was. And then he called on somebody else. And he's like, and I'm feeling you. And I'm like, well, fudge. And then he's like, okay, we've got time for two more. I'm like, come on. Nothing. And then he's like, and now for our last one. I'm like, well, shiitake again.
Mhm,
So I'm like, I don't understand this. And I'm just watching everybody and I'm listening and I'm noticing that there's like 200 people in the room. And there
mhm.
was a black box next to me, no face, black box next to me, and it was my mom's name. It said Marina. I'm like, isn't that interesting? Marina's right next to me. And I didn't think of it because I'm, saying it in my head. I'm like, wait a second. Marina's right out of the 200 people. My mom's giving me a sign.
Yeah,
I mean, Marina's not a common name.
right.
So this this person, Marina, who didn't show her face, gave me the biggest gift by
Mhm,
saying, "Okay, look, your mom's right with you. You don't need a message. You just
mhm.
need to know she's always with you."
Yeah,
Even I questioned that, everybody, but it was such a confirmation, and I just, A, grateful that I can see that, and B, it was
mhm,
good. It was good.
yeah.
Hi, Christy. Thanks for being here. Christine, hello. Thank you for being here. Sue says you want to talk to your mom and dad both. I get it. But Sue, so you kind of understand what we're saying, right? Um, See if there's anything that you might want to say to your mom and dad. It could be music. It could be, I know you guys get because I know your family. I know you get cardinals a lot. So think about it. Think about it.
Mhm.
Lana, thanks for being here. You're welcome.
I know
Uh,
somebody who is, she gets signs from her dad, they're feathers, like feathers everywhere. So
hmm,
that's her sign from her father, and I think she might have something, for her mom to come through. So pick something and then just have fun with it. I think that's the best thing is to have
it is.
fun with this because the more you have fun with this, that's the kind of energy that's going to help to bring this through. So
I always get robins.
yeah.
And guys, I'm originally from Chicago, so those of you that are in the Midwest, we know you don't really see a robin in the middle of winter. And I was considering, um, I've been on a lot of dates, just so y'all know. I was considering, I'm like, should I dump them? Should I not dump them? And I'm like, what's gonna happen? And there was a robin that came right to the front porch. I'm like, note taken, thank you. Um, I feel them both a lot lately. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's
Irina says, in my dreams, I have a full conversation with them. I see them and hear them. I
it's
love
much
that.
easier for them to communicate in your dreams. Yeah.
While some of us have smell-o-vision. Yes, you can, and
Yeah.
that's nice. It is
Mhm.
nice. Diane says it's still very fresh for her. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I think if she wants to avoid the grief, then it might be good to just kind of wait a little bit and let it kind of sit with her for a bit. I know it's hard to sit with that, but yeah, it probably would be good to wait.
Amanda says on Instagram, I can't connect with my dad, but I can connect with strangers. Is that due to grief or strong emotion?
It can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's the thing, if there's something that you wish you said or could have said, go ahead and say it. Say it
Hmm.
now. Just go ahead and say it now. I mean, not right now, but go ahead and say it in when you're ready. And if you need to ask for forgiveness, just know it's done, because when they cross over, guys, I'm just going to say this. I hope I don't offend anybody. If grandma was a bitch here and then she crosses over, she's all about like she's all about likeness and love. But it's not because she's going to come back and, oh, I love you and things are so wonderful. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm sorry I was a bitch in life, but here
Mhm.
I am on this side knowing it. Marissa says, my dad comes in my dreams and just looks at me from afar. So ask him before you go to bed. Ask him, hey,
Mhm.
dad, it's okay to come closer and talk to me. Right, Laura? Wouldn't you say that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just talk, have a chat before you go to sleep, and say, "Look, it's okay. I'm
Yeah.
ready to have a chat with you. Come into my dreams and let's chat." And just so you know, there's no expiration date for healing. So many people, they say, "I never got a chance to say I'm sorry. I never got a chance to ask for forgiveness. I never got a chance to have that really difficult conversation with my loved one before they pass." Healing does not it doesn't end at their physical passing. Sometimes it's actually easier to go through the healing process with someone after they cross. So,
Mm.
because maybe they're just not capable of receiving that or being able to offer you what you need for healing, in whatever form that they were supposed to take in this lifetime. Some people came in, like, there's all kinds of reasons why we cannot necessarily reach the level of healing that we would like, or resolution with people who are here. That, there's mental illness, there's addiction, there's trauma, there's childhood things, there's all these things that sometimes we never quite get past in the physical world. However, if you're doing your own work and then someone passes over, then you might actually, through a medium or through, you could do automatic writing, or you could do letter writing to your loved one on the other side. Just, anything that's been unresolved, write a letter. You can, and just tuck it away. But just know that I can't tell you how many times I have sat with somebody, and and they say, they got the mail. They got the mail. They got the letter. Like, yeah, I wrote a letter to my dad on the night of his funeral, or the night before his funeral. And I said all the things I wanted to say to him. I didn't get a chance to say. So he got the mail. So just know that it's almost like they're looking over your shoulder as you're writing these things out. And don't be afraid to say what you need to say. They're not going to hold it against you. But just know it's from a different perspective. They see it as healing. They
Right.
see it as a way to communicate and to say things that need to be said and expressed. So there's no expiration date on healing.
Diane says, thanks. I will tell her this. I'll see her later tonight.
Beautiful.
Um,
And our condolences to your friend.
yes,
That's,
yes.
thank you.
And we say this in Diane in Greek, Zuri Sosas, which means "and life to you." And there's another part of it that actually translates, um, may their memory be eternal in your heart. And I forgot it in Greek, but because it doesn't translate word for word, but it's a beautiful saying. Man, you yes, true. Hello, Angela. Thanks for being here. Irina says Marina is a Russian name. My dad used to tell me there was a Princess
Oh,
Marina in Russia, but it is also a Greek name because we have a saint, Saint Marina in Greek. I'll say it, Aya Marina. So yes. Sorry, I'm late. Shame on you, Lisa. Uh, Thank you for being here. Thank you.
thanks for being here, Lisa.
Um, have you always been intuitive, or what was your start down this path?
How about you, Elias? Have you always been intuitive?
I think we all are,
Yeah.
all of us. It's just
Mhm.
hidden
Mhm.
under, I don't know, doubt, fear, um, you know, religious beliefs. It's just, I think it's hidden. I think God, universe, spirit, Gus. I think Gus makes us, you know, all intuitive. And I think that's our little antenna that
Yeah.
connects us to the divine. And I just don't, I think sometimes we have a bigger, I'm going to say a reawakening, not an awakening, but a reawakening. What do you
Good.
think, Laura?
I agree. Definitely a reawakening. Because I know, I mean, I believe the same thing. I think we're all intuitive. I think we're all connected to spirit, because we are spirit. We are innately spirit. So we can't not be connected. It's just that life and our choices we make in life, we have this free will to turn away from that, or to ignore that fact, or to ignore the nudges from the universe, from whatever you want to call it, the source. Um, but I mean, just my own personal thing is, I remember when I was very, very young, being able to hear things, see things, sense things, see things other people couldn't see. And then as I got older and became a teenager, I kind of pushed that down. I ignored it. I pretended like I didn't see, hear, feel anything, and to a point where I couldn't not feel or see or acknowledge what I was feeling and seeing anymore. And so that's, and the timing was right for that, and it was meant to happen when it did. So
Marissa says, my children feel when something is going on with them, good and bad. Okay.
yeah.
And I was going to tell you that I used to get dreams when I was little that I was always in church and there was always one person missing from my family in church, aunt, uncle, cousin, whatever. And when I'm about to wake up, the phone would ring and it would be that person that was no longer with us. My mom and dad would say, oh, so and so passed away. And that kept on till I was like 12, and then junior high school happened. And then I didn't really start paying attention to anything until my later 20s,
Yeah.
which
Same
was, yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy.
thing.
I never remember my dreams. Well, not never, but rarely. Okay. I wonder if it's just exhaustion that I don't remember. Could be.
Possible. Look
Could,
into pick up a book, best dream book ever by Kevin Tadashi. He's one of the world's. Yeah, there you go. Oh, my ear's ringing. Ah,
oh,
something's happening. Um, yeah, that's a great book. It's a really good book. It will help you.
yeah, it's a good one. It is a good one. He's such a nice man too.
He
Very,
really is, and he's
so
so
nice.
knowledgeable too. Yeah.
Angela says I really missed mine this
Oh, I'm
holiday.
sorry.
I know. I know. Let's see. My mama and my daddy, we had no unspoken words. Very blessed. Yes,
Beautiful.
yes, yes.
It's a
Laura
blessing.
says, my dog Pepper said sorry for being a bee. Okay, it's cute. Um, let's see, where are we? Tina, my mother has apologized for many things and told me she just didn't know how to be a mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Irma, all the way from Sterling, Illinois. So good to see you.
Irma.
Finally, I'm catching you again. Irma, every Saturday, uh, 7 o'clock your time. 7 o'clock your time. We are spirit. Laura's right. Yes, she is. Elizabeth, hello, my friend.
Hi,
How are you? Good
Elizabeth.
to see you. Um, oh my God. I'm not going to tell that story to Laura. Hang on. I feel like I did the same because my family not believing. Yep. But
Yeah.
Elias, tell your story about Big Bird. You're funny. You're funny. Um, I'll tell it in a second. Um, this evening was a church in the middle of Holy Mass. Lights blink. Someone came to visit us there for sure. Of course,
Beautiful.
of
That's
course.
awesome.
So Delora talks about this Big Bird. I kid you not, you guys. I was at home now. My grandmother, my grandfather, and my uncle all passed away at the house that we lived in, and I remember it was late at night, and I ran into my parents' room because I just had a bad dream,
Hmm.
and I crawl into bed, and I'm laying there, and I hear some noise, and I look into the kitchen because my parents' bedroom it's a bungalow, Chicago bungalow house, but it was a big house. And it's a long hallway, and I'm looking and I'm like, there's Big Bird with a knife and a fork. And I was like, what the hell's that? And I was like, and I like kind of like hid. And I was like, Big Bird's coming to eat us.
Wow.
I was wide awake, everybody. I don't know what that message was. And I woke up my mom and I said, I think it was like 5 or something. And I'm like, mommy, Big Bird's in the house. And she goes, okay. Are you okay? And I'm like, uh-huh. Okay.
That's awesome.
What do you say to that? Big birds in the house.
That's
Okay.
wild.
So thanks everybody for these questions. Anybody else? Hi, Dina. Anybody else questions about vision and connection? Because that's again our theme for January is vision. It's vision. You're welcome, Delora. I'm glad the bird story made your evening. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. It is a fun story, actually. Um, Okay, I want to show this real quick. Hang on one second, everybody. I got to make sure that I've got it on properly.
While you're doing that,
Yes.
I want to hear what if Elias and I were to do like a just for fun, like just no charge, maybe like we encourage you to give a donate. Oh, thumbs down. I guess we're
Okay,
gonna.
no charge. Yeah.
I guess it's a big. There we go. What if Elias and I were to do like an hour, 90 minutes or something online some night where we do messages from spirit? How would anybody feel about that? Just let us know.
Yeah.
I didn't even ask him. I just put
I'm up
I
for
signed you up for it.
I'll come along and listen to a lullaby of Broadway. Amanda says, yes, please.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Would love that. Oh, hang on.
Great. We'll make it happen.
Would love that. Love it. Would love it. Great. I would love that.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thanks, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Let us see. Great. That would be fun. I know Sharon's like she wanted a decoder ring. I guess she needed a decoder ring to talk to her loved ones. Yes, yes, yes. Kathy says, my mom had seen her loved one and now she doesn't. She has dreams. She's looking for him and she can't find him. Kala him on the phone and the phone just rings and rings. Why is there no connected about 9 months after his passing?
Mm-hmm. She's looking for. Okay, that's my sense, and I could be wrong with this. I'm just going to kind of go with the interpretation here that the look at how does the thumb thing keep happening? I don't.
Because you're talking, maybe it's
I'm
like
doing all this stuff.
yeah.
Okay, all right. So we got to do this. Okay, I'll just stand here like this. So, it's just crazy, isn't it? All these electronic stuff. It's
Yes.
just too much for me. So sometimes the dreams, like some of these dreams that happen, they're not dream visits. They're actually your subconscious dealing with the disappointment of not being able to feel connected. So that's my interpretation of probably what's happening there. I could be wrong. I think that the ringing phone is more of the disappointment coming up within the dream and being processed by there. But it's only been 9 months. That's not a long time. And also always keep in mind, I mean, everybody really wants to connect with the loved ones on the other side, but keep in mind of, try not to get too connected to or too invested in them communicating one way. And expectations of how they're going to communicate with you might actually be hindering the messages coming in. So just, have them talk to their loved one and say, just show me some signs that you're okay. We'll start there. And then if you receive, like I said before, if you receive something that kind of feels like a sign, or I wonder if that could be a sign, it's really kind of strange, just say, I think that might be you. Do more of that and just start the process that way. And what do you think, Elias?
I think so too. I think that, and again, for your mom, it's like, are there unsaid feelings? Maybe she's not sharing, or again, if there is anger or guilt, you can't hear it. You're not going to be able to hear it. So, and I know that because I experienced it. So I'm just saying that could be. With clients, I know that is. Usually that's what they say when I ask them. They're like, yeah, there is a little bit there. Dina says, I don't necessarily feel my mom too much, but when I ask her for guidance or help, she's always there. Yeah. And here's the thing, Dina, just so you know, It's not like they're like, oh, gotta go, bingo at 5. You know,
Yeah.
they're always with you. It's not like,
Yeah.
oh, here we are. It's a
Mhm.
wonderful experience. Irina says, wonderful idea. Of course, great. That would be a great
I'm
experience.
glad I signed him up for without asking him.
Yes, 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 yes. So we're all gonna see you there. And speaking of seeing you there, everyone, please go to if I could press this button. There we go. And there we have it. And here we have it. So here's the events. Here's Laura's events. She's got all these going on. Um, and this is coming up soon, right?
Yeah, that's coming up in person in New England,
Okay.
in Methuen, Mass, and I've got one, in May, Methuen, Mass, just me.
Yeah.
I've got one in Dunstable coming up in March, and then we have an online class with John Holland, Psychic Pathways to Mediumship. That will be February 28th. I don't know if registration's open for that, but it should be shortly.
Okay. And then classes.
Yeah. Same thing. You've got the psychic pathways to mediumship there as well. The intermediate advanced mediumship series has already started, but you can still jump in because only 1 week has passed so far. The contemporary medium for anybody who's kind of already started on the mediumship path and they just want to get, some more practice. If you've taken this class before, you're welcome to take it again. It's another opportunity to practice. But if it's not for complete beginners, it's for people who have had a little bit of experience connecting with spirit, but you just want to get a bit more practice and insight on that. And then soulful manifesting. Yes, that's the end of this month.
Did you do this, Laura? This is such a good graphic.
You like
Really.
that? Thank
Yeah.
you.
You did it really well.
Thank you.
Um,
Yep, I did that.
and then guys, sign up for this when this is ready because this is it's gonna be really good online. So um there's that. Let me see if I can do this properly. Let's go back and let's do that. And then let's do this. Yay. And also, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more. Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Pacific, 8 o'clock Mountain, 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Come join Beth Arglash and I. Beth and I co-facilitated a retreat in Florida
Wow.
back in the day, and like last year rather. And we're going to do another one, and we're going to talk about the vision and self-love. So many people are looking for a partner. Here's the number one thing when it comes to looking for a partner. If you don't love you, it's a little harder to find that loved one for
Well, you
you.
can find someone that there'll be someone who's going to be a part of that lesson of learning to love yourself. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Demi, good to see you, my friend, all the way from Alaska. Demi's my Greek friend from the Tiki Talk. Guys, go check her out. Also, psychic medium. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. Irina has a question. One more question. If you dream of evil, is that a bad sign?
Not necessarily. It could be a subconscious processing something.
Right.
There's another book by Kevin Tedeschi, Signs and Symbols or something. It's like a dictionary of dream symbols, and that's really helpful. It gives you and so if you get both those best dream book ever and the dictionary type of book that he has, if you use that together, it's very insightful. Um,
And Irina, if you were Greek, all you would do is go poo poo poo, and then you're done.
There's some
You're
salt over your shoulder. I don't know something. Um, oh,
done.
Andrea asked a crit. Oh, yes,
Oh,
yay,
hey,
Methuen.
Methuen. If
Methuen.
in Methuen, Massachusetts. So
It's
it's
hard to do when you get a lisp like me. Methuen.
Methuen. What did you call it one time? Methusa. I was like,
You did. You called it Methusa one time. There's a common question that just came up too. Yes, I received messages from my father more than my mother. Strange because I was closer to my mom. That's not unusual. That's quite common to have two parents on the other side, and the one you think you'd be more connected to would be coming through more, and the other one does. And it's just I don't know why. I think it's individual for each person, but you're not alone. I'll just say that. Yeah.
Margie, hello. Thanks for being here. Can we ask Spirit to make their presence known to someone else?
Sure, you can ask them to show up in their dreams.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, so true.
Mhm.
Nikki from Norway, thank you for being here. And hi, Christine on Instagram. Thank you for being here.
Norway. What
Uh,
time is it in Norway?
in Norway, what time is it? Yeah. I'm working on me first, nervous about putting myself out there. I was with my husband for 25 years. Yes.
Mhm.
Um, you guys look so good. Was that on StreamYard? We're still on StreamYard. Whoever, just message me on my phone. We're still here, still live. Look, ouch! It's still me. Not hurt. Don't do that, Laura. Don't ever do that. It's not fun. All right. Thanks, Delora. Delora's like, what time is your class series tomorrow? Thank you, Delora. Please hold callers. I will go ahead and uh, hang on. Let me get it here. What she's referring to, everyone, is this. This is the empathic freedom.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, guys. We are all, in a weird way, we are people pleasers. We're perfectionists. We're
Mhm.
control freaks, and we're fixers. And all of us are empathic. So what's a way to find ourselves to create better boundaries? This class starts next tomorrow. It starts tomorrow, which is January 11th. It's a 6-week class. If you're interested, please let me know sooner than later, because it starts tomorrow, and it starts at
Yeah.
9 a.m. Pacific, 12 Eastern. And Janicki said it's 2:50 nighttime. Ay, 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 ay.
Wow.
Um,
You're a night owl like me, I guess.
Irina says, it's what I do, spitting over my left shoulder 3 times. You're cute. And then I've got that, but then also I want to share something that's also happening tomorrow. Well, let me share this first. Hang on one second. Um, there we go. It is here, and I'm getting better at this, Laura. This here. So this is the self-love retreat that's happening in Florida. And
Wonderful.
God, I can hear my Midwest accent when I say Florida. It is coming the weekend after Valentine's Day. So there's Beth. So
Beautiful.
come in if you're interested. Do come and join us. Also, we have this. I can find it. I just did it, so I don't know where it is. Oh yeah, we have Messages from Above. That's on January 17th. I will be doing mediumship and
Wonderful.
like channeling. So the
Be awesome.
angelic channeling is getting messages from the keepers of the angelic realm, which is a bunch of angels, and they like to be called Ezekiel. So I don't do that a lot, but I'm going to do that for this. So come join us. And the thing that I want to share, which did I not put it on here? Here it is. Okay, let's go. There it is, and open and uploading. And let me remove this. Okay, here it is. This is what I'm going to be doing on Sundays, guys. I'm going to be doing a guided meditation for peace in the US. And if you
Beautiful.
read it just like you wouldn't put a period by the U and the S. Peace in the us. We need peace in the us, everybody. All that's happening in the world, and especially what's happened recently in Minnesota, what's happened in Portland, I really want it kind of like what we did with COVID when we got together and we meditated. I want us all kind, respectful humans. Remember, we are all part of the humankind. What is it? Put those two words together, humankind, separate them, humans to be kind. If we
Yeah.
all can come together and send out good energy, some of you are not able to get out or protest or whatever you want to do. And if this isn't your thing, it's not your thing. But what we can do is pray
Mhm.
for healing and pray for hope and
Absolutely.
pray for guidance. Thank you, Delora. Delora says,
She
um, yes, thank you.
absolutely gorgeous graphic.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I hope to see many of you there. I'm going to try and put it on the TikTok too. We'll see how that works. I think I have to ask for John's laptop and try and go live on that. So
Oh,
we'll
wow.
see. We'll see.
Mhm.
But I would love for you guys to join us. It would be just wonderful to have us join, and just putting out prayers. Prayers can't hurt everybody, and
Mhm.
to be kind, and be respectful. So
Mhm. And to
Um,
let people they're not alone,
right. To let people that not, yeah, exactly. And on Monday, let's just mention it again. Laura and I are on Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, for Mystical Monday Musings. Some people say it's good. It is. It
It
is
is.
good for the musings. Angelic channeling take a lot of your energy that you have to prepare for. No, Dina, it doesn't. It's a lot in the grounding. It's a lot in the just setting it all up is the important piece. Don't you find that too, Laura, with mediumship? Because you could do about how many hours for mediumship with you?
Oh, sorry, what was I didn't see the question because it's
Oh,
on.
it's on, does angelic channeling take a lot of your energy that you have to prepare for? And I shared that about angelic channeling, but I wanted to ask you
What,
about
mediumship?
mediumship. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes more, it does take more energy than it would be if I was doing like a psychic connection. It definitely does. So I have to be mindful of how much of that work I do. I used to be able to do a lot more work more often. I used to do there were times I did like 20, 25 readings in a day, literally at a psychic fair. I just kept going, going, going. I can't do that anymore. I'm in my 50s here. So I just don't have the same bandwidth of energy. So I'm just very mindful of how I can still show up and still not be overtaxed with energy. So,
Yeah.
or
It's it,
energy.
it is, and I have to tell you guys at those psychic fairs, and they're challenging because you have a lot of energy bouncing around.
They
A
like
lot.
boot camp. You learn a lot. If you're just starting out and you're just getting used to like working with people, it's a great way to get used to working with people and staying focused because you have to, because there's so much energy going on. Yeah.
And don't forget when you go to the psychic fair and you set up people, don't forget one of these. It's really important for the people that are like, well, I get married. 1 second. Uh, sorry,
Aw.
Willow. My mental health is really suffering right now. This week has been an empathic nightmare. It has been. So come join us, Andrea and Diane. Join us tomorrow. So it'll be good. And join us on Monday. Join us on Monday. Even if you're on work, go to the bathroom and just go, I got just watch us for half
You're
an
not
hour.
alone.
Yeah.
Not alone, Andrea. Not alone, Diane. Totally. I don't know anybody who isn't having some issues with this. And just be gentle with yourself and take breaks from being. It's one thing to be informed, and I love to be informed. It's another thing to not be so over-informed that you can't function. So allow yourself breaks from being informed. Okay, and just know that if you need to know something, you will find out. Okay. And just know you're not alone with this. And I love Elias doing this tomorrow. I think it's a great time to come together and be in a peaceful and unified space. So thank
This
you.
new year has been very true, and it is scary, Janiki. It is.
Yeah.
Hi, Ginger. Thanks for being here. It's what's happening in the world plus family stuff. I get it, and I have to tell you, I don't know about you, Laura. Uh, Unfortunately, here in where I live, we didn't have any snow, which I was kind of bummed because I really
Oh,
like Christmas with snow. Uh,
yeah.
I was I was somewhat glad to take down the Christmas stuff, and that's not usually me. Usually I'm really like, "Yay, oh come on, let's leave it for another day or two." But John was off work. He has Wednesdays and Thursdays off, and this last Wednesday, everything came down. Like the whole everything. He had all the crates out, and John's super organized. Had all the crates out and everything, and it was just
Mhm.
done and done. You're welcome, Linda. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. So, guys, coming up, like I said, tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 o'clock, 8, 9, 10, 10 o'clock Eastern. Beth Eiglash will be with me. January 17th, my friend Don Silver, who used to own Healing.
Yeah.
Do you know Don?
Yeah, she used to come. I think she still does from time to time, comes to Circles of Wisdom.
Okay, I
Yeah.
love her.
Yeah,
She's a
absolutely.
naturopath and an astrologer.
Yeah.
And Dawn will be on the 17th. On,
Yay.
on the 24th, we have Lisa Nolan Shalowski. She'll be
Yay.
on
Awesome.
the 24th.
Yeah.
And then Janet Zavala will be
Mhm.
with us on the 31st. So we've got a full January. Again, the 6-week empathic freedom class starts tomorrow. And the 17th, we also have the messages from above. And every Sunday, we'll have guided meditation for prayers for our world.
Beautiful.
Okay. Thanks, Laura, for being here. I
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
inviting me. It was great.
And on Mondays, remember Laura and I on Mystical Monday Musings, messages for the week. So
Yeah.
please join us. All right, everyone. Remember, we are here to connect. And when we connect, we educate. And when we educate, we grow. There is unity in community. From our hearts to yours, be well. Remember, real talk, it's real answers. We'll see you soon. Stay for the outro. You know I love it.